Hey, X-Metrics. Okay, let me... I don't... Okay, let me get this going. Something went wrong. Why won't it let me see my YouTube chat again? Again. We're doing this again, apparently. So annoying. So annoying. No, seriously, why won't it let me? This is annoying. Why does YouTube not let me see the chat in my live window? Excuse me, excuse me. Something went wrong. It's because I code in Python, I know, right? Something went wrong. Something went wrong. Oh my god. Nope. It's not letting me see my chat. Well, that's annoying. Edit. You can hear my stream? You should be able to hear my stream. I want to be able to see my YouTube chat so that the one I'm watching something right now. I'm not watching anything right now. Oh my god, yes I am. But either way, why are you not? I'm watching my live. Yeah, I know. I'm trying. I'm seriously... It's not letting me see chat. Okay. Well, it doesn't want it to let me see chat. Got it. Got it, guys. Perfect. All the important... No, I'm not gonna say that. Okay. Okay. Anyways. Hi guys. Let me update first. Love, what's going on? What's going on? Where's your streak? Hi, sending. 2 is good. Okay, I'm not saying that either. I'm so tired today, guys. I'm so tired. Yeah, I'm so tired. I actually was considering to not stream tonight, but here I am. I said I would be here and I'm here, right? Right? Okay. So, find the maximum numbers of fruits collected. Let's not. Let's not. But let me see, where is my problem? Okay, there we go. How are you guys today? How are you? Okay, so we're gonna do this one again. And you, how do I pin? Message pinned. You did not like? Okay. So we're gonna rework this one. I'm gonna look at Chili's solution and try and clean up my solution a little, because as you know, my solution was so much fun last time. But I'm still proud of myself. Okay. My chair is blocking this for YouTube, but I'm still proud of myself. The fact that I beat like majority of the people with efficiency, I think is pretty cool. Even though my code is like a mess. It's such a mess. It's such a mess. Okay. No, but seriously, guys. Why I don't understand why YouTube's Creator Studio does not let me see chat. Why does it not let me see chat? That's so frustrating. Why does it say fruit? What do you mean? Fruit into baskets. And hi, Mohammed, and welcome in, Christopher. Let's see. It's a kind of hard problem. Yeah, I'm gonna first fix, not fix, well, yes, fix. I'm first gonna fix my code, but I'm gonna write out Scalaja. Sorry. Okay, we're going to reset okay, we're going to look at this and we're gonna talk through it. We're gonna talk through this, guys. Motivate Mind, welcome in. How are you all today? Both on YouTube and on Twitch. How are you guys doing? Do we post submissions here? I mean, you can post submissions, but on my Discord, I have... who started the thread? Crayon started the thread for this question. So Crayon started the thread for this question on my Discord. You can post your submissions there. But I'm curious for those on YouTube. Most of Twitch right now are my regulars, so I know most of their backgrounds. But I'm curious on YouTube for those who would like to chat. What are you guys software engineers? Are you guys hoping to learn to program? Like, I'm interested in hearing more about you guys' background. For me, I'm a self-taught software engineer, not yet a professional software engineer. However, hoping to break into tech soon. Been applying. I've gone through the interview process once and currently, knock on wood, waiting for a second interview process to begin. But yeah, so I'm curious as to, you want to learn programming? What's stopping you? Soon, trademark. I applied for entry-level junior software engineer, so even the ones with like 1 or 2 years experience required, and then also a couple of apprenticeships. All the internships that I've even tried to apply to, because I'm not technically a student pursuing a bachelor's or a master's, like immediately I get rejected. So I'm just like, okay, we're done with that. Because I think for internships they get a government grant, or there's like some sort of, there's paperwork involved and everything like that for internship specific roles. So I don't qualify for those, even though people keep telling me, oh, you should apply. Majority of them I don't qualify for. Oh, IT support. So like Linux? What's your favorite programming language? My predominant programming language is Python. However, I do know JavaScript. I am planning on learning Node and React after talking to my friend today. Especially since I want to pursue full stack. Oh, thanks so much for the follow, Geoff. Me? No, not internships. Not for internships, yeah. I think I should get... And a lot of companies still require the BS MS. Stack checks. Node isn't a language practice. The AI knows, so I know language. What is a subarray? Is that something like nested array or something? I'll show you in just a second. So a subarray is basically an array, like part of an array within a bigger array in order. So oh my gosh, what's the other term? So when you can take any of the elements within the array, there's a term, and then the subarray is like within a specific. Oh, that's awesome. GDBT. Mine is ChatGPT. Is this a coding lesson? It's a... I mean, you could consider it a coding lesson. It will be extremely chaotic, and it's not meant to be a coding lesson, but at the same time, I will be working through my process. If you can do the job. I agree, Christopher, but how do they prove that you can do the job and perform the tasks? It's your resume that needs to stand out and not be filtered by the AI filters that they have nowadays. You should. Yeah, so, oh, speaking of which, I forgot to plant my plant. Yeah, so right now we are working on the plant game with me and a few others, trying to scale this so that more than 2 streamers can use it at a time. Unfortunately, it is not active on YouTube, only on Twitch right now. So, okay, but seriously, I want to close the actual... Oh. Okay, let's see. C++ is the first and last language anyone would need to know. A set and subset. Subset, that's right, subset. Logic required here, yes. Yes. What's ATS? That's the search words, right? Hi, Naruto Panda. Welcome in. Okay. Okay, hold on. Hold on, guys. Why is my Twitch... Oh my god, Streamlabs is showing 73 viewers right now. I think it's lagging from last night. Hi, Xmetrics in YouTube. Anyone turning down it? I agree, Christopher. Like, I'm confident that if I'm given a chance, I can perform. But it's just getting that chance. Okay. Anyways, so let's work this through. I wish there was a way that I could keep the test cases. Okay, anyways, we'll just do this really quick. Okay, so we have chilies. My go-to pickup line. Hi, Crayon. How are you? Are you still at home? Applicant tracking. There's 62 people in here? Okay, for those on YouTube, can you enlighten me what the little crowns mean? Because I thought, and also what happened to my pinned comment? Okay, because I thought that the crowns, number 1, number 2 was who spoke first in chat, but Xmetrics did not speak second in chat. So only the second, Xmetrics? Only the second? Okay, guys. Okay. Just woke up. Why it's 6 a.m.? It means... okay. I cannot keep up with 2 chats, guys. I need to spend time this weekend to combine them. Because I cannot keep up with 2 chats. This is extremely difficult. Aloha. Okay, I don't think... Easy, that would require me to spend time to... That would require me to have time I don't have. And it's something horrifying. Oh, wait! Hold on, now I'm confused. Why did people switch the crowns? Sandbox. My Twitch is in landscape. Get good scrub. Plus a Michael suggestion. Ah, interesting. Interesting. Does YouTube... Okay, so to be honest, I said this yesterday. I just started streaming on YouTube on a whim. So I'm kind of curious. I haven't really explored much for YouTube lives. Like usually I'll watch the pre-recorded videos, like the edited ones. So I'm just kind of curious. Are there not a lot of programmers? I know, it's Fruit Basket Week. Also, hi, Bets. Hi, Rython! Which is probably why I thought it was for the first chatter, because the first one... I'm not a programmer yet either. I am hoping to be a professional programmer soon. Okay, but... I am going to hit a focus mode so that I actually get something done tonight instead of just chatting, because like I said, it's really hard to keep up with two different chats, guys. Really hard. Okay, focus mode. Be right back. Have to be a professional programmer someday too. Aw, Sending, thanks for redeeming the focus. Okay, focusing. Okay, so let's talk through Chili's, and then I'm going to look up sliding window again. Or I remember a little bit about what Bets told me yesterday, but let's see if I can remember it today. But let's first see this one, because I think this is closer to what my code looks like. Even though my code is just... Oh, it's a hot mess. It's a hot mess, guys. Okay. Class solutions. Oh, thinking about this, I guess I didn't need this because we have the consecutive. Yeah, because we have the consecutive, we technically don't need this. We just needed the previous fruit and then the first fruit. Okay, wait. Before I go through this for Chili's, what the heck? For Chili's code, before I go through that, I'm gonna go through my code and walk through it and try and remove some of the redundancies, because I think, and I'm gonna write this down, with use of consecutive correct, we don't need to We don't need to keep track of the separate sums. Separate sums. Okay. So my thought is still need previous fruit. Actually, yeah, so previous fruit and... Okay, you know what? No, I would only be able to get rid of one of the sums. Yeah, okay, just kidding. We're gonna actually walk through Chili's. We're gonna walk through Chili's. Okay, let's do this one. And we're gonna... Okay, so... And I guess... this. Okay, so answer and current equals 0. Last second equals none. Last count equals 0. So for F in fruits, so this would be F would equal 0. Okay. And then if F in last or second, oh, okay. I see what he did there. Second, last. Oh, okay. That's very concise. Okay. I know this isn't the sliding window, but okay. So if F in last or second, which it's not because last or second doesn't exist yet, current equals 1. Okay. So F does not equal last. So then last count, which is my consecutive, equals 1. Okay, and then we would assign second equals none. And then last equals fruit, which is F. Sorry, 0. Okay. So now answer is the max of answer and current, which answer is 0. So it would be 1 currently. Okay, so then the next loop is F equals 1. Then if F in last or second, no. So current, oh wait. Sorry. So current equals last count plus 1. Wait, F in last or second. Then it's current plus 1. Else is last count plus 1, which is last count was... No, last count should be 0 still. Right? Oh no, last count equals 1. Yeah. Okay, and then current is 0 plus 1 up here. Okay, so F equals 1. So so 1 is not in last or second. So we would have current equals 1 plus 1 because last count plus 1. So that's, oops. So that's 2. And then if f fruit equals 1, the last is 0, so last count equals 1 equals 1, and then second will now equal 0, and last equals 1. Okay. So now this is where we're gonna see what happens when there's a fruit that is not in the 2 baskets, and the baskets are not empty. So f equals 2. So current equals last count is 1 plus 1. So that's 2. Oh wait, answer equals 2. Okay, so current equals 2. So if f in 1, oh, okay. Current equals 2. I'm gonna actually do this. No, we're gonna do 2, and we're gonna add a 0 onto it. Okay, so anyways, current equals 2, and then if 2 equals last, which is 1, so it doesn't, we're gonna do last count equals 1, because this is the consecutive, and second equals 1, right? Second equals 1. Hold on, what happens if this is a 1? Okay, anyways, second equals 1, and last equals 2. Oh. No, okay, I get it. Okay. Because this is not the same as, and then I just realized YouTube can't see. So this is not the same as this if statement. So they're unrelated. The last, oh gosh. Okay. Okay, let's focus. Keep up with 1. Sliding window is just keeping left head to the walk through mine. It's JavaScript. You'll double your experience points having understand the JavaScript important in Python. First is changing if fruit picked. Second is it is growing the window. Hi, Lucker. The problem is pinned. Hi, Emiphis. And then, oh my goodness. Okay. Hold on. Sorry, guys. YouTube, I am back from focus mode. There's 62 people in here. And I would prefer older devs just because they use the code without AI. I don't use AI. I'm not against AI in helping, but to write full-on code, I feel like if I need to update something, I would get so confused. Dude, I scrolled up. It's something horrifying. You cannot. Is literally. We need a separate programmers are probably busy programming or something crazy. In comics. I apparently am. I never changed the the font for... I never changed the font for Excalibur. Excalibur just defaulted to Comic Sans and I just kept it there. Okay. Looking at, and yikes. Yeah, just a bit, but that's okay. That's okay, Michael. I'm just ignoring the ones that are asking about my status and commenting on my appearance. The funny thing is, I am probably like way older than most of the people. Hi, Time. How are you? Also, guys, my guys, I got to tour Airtable today. That was pretty cool. They have a really, really nice office. Gosh, I hear Phantom crying right now. Okay. Okay, guys. Got it. I think I understand this. Last and then answer equals 2. Yeah, okay. So current equals last count. Okay, I understand how Chili did it. It was a very similar approach to how I did it, just a lot more concise. Like way more concise. Okay, but now we're gonna do the sliding windows way. Okay, so we're just gonna delete this. So sliding window, we have a left pointer. And that's 0. And right pointer will go to the length 1, 2, 3, 5. Oh wait. 4, 3. So it'll go to the last number. So sorry guys. I know. Eventually what? Eventually what? I think I missed something. Hi Josh. How are you? Oh, my focus mode is still on. The right pointer also starts at 0. Yeah, and then it continues on. Sounds good. Sending. Okay. No, it goes to the 0th number. What was the description? The description for what? The description for what? Why won't YouTube let me see? Why won't YouTube let me see my chat? Seriously, why won't it let me see my chat? What is it? Just load the site. I did load it. Okay. Oops. Refresh the wrong window. Okay. You're amazing. Xmetrics, you're amazing. I don't know how you do that, but let's... Hi, Lethalness. I always forget how to pronounce that. Okay. Okay. Hold on, guys. Lethal. Oh my gosh. Lethalness. I think I keep wanting to say Leviathan? Why was I... How long will you be live? Wait, okay, hold on. Just load... Hi, Crayon! How long will I be live? I don't know tonight. Tonight will be... It's up in the air tonight because I'm really tired, guys. I was up so early for Baby Bunny, and then, what do you call it? She didn't nap today. She didn't nap today. We struggled. We struggled for sliding window, not tables. We struggled for an hour today to try and sleep, and finally I had to say, okay, we're gonna do quiet time, because she kept telling me she wanted to sleep, but then she wouldn't sleep. It looks like a bee. Her nap schedule, the worst kind. I know, right? I know. Okay. But this is helpful. This is helpful. Thanks, Xmetrics. I appreciate that link. I appreciate that link. That was extremely helpful. Okay. So, I'm actually... I'm very surprised as to what's going on YouTube right now. Why there's so many people watching my stream. Okay, sliding window technique. Dark mode. I know that YouTube can't see the whole window. The earth. I am from the earth. Okay. Because I don't know how to stream in both horizontal. Actually, I do, but I don't have the funds to do so. I have to hit up Time to ask how she's used to stream in both YouTube and in on Twitch. Okay, guys. Okay. So, let's read this. Restream to combine chats. Okay, how did you get 2 horizontal outputs though? Oh, so I can also multi-stream on it too. Wow, okay, so we're doing this right now apparently. Oh, why is focus mode still on portrait? Okay, there we go. Hi, Apu. Yeah, so I was looking at your I know how to speak, guys. I know how to speak. I was looking at your channel and it looked like your previous lives were horizontal layout, while my like Twitch. So right now my I can speak so well. Yeah, so right now, oh, wait. Okay, now I can see when people have subscribed to me on YouTube. This is new. Oh my gosh. Okay. Thanks for the sub, Xmetrics and Kerbero Trading and Mr. Chang. Thank you so much. So you streamed from OBS, not Streamlabs, right? Crayon, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I know I'm distracted. Oh, crap. Hmm. What just happened? Interesting. Interesting. Okay, hold on, guys. Okay. Okay, okay. Ah. Okay, so you are from OBS. Awesome, Crayon! Awesome! I'm so excited to hear that. Okay, okay, guys. We're gonna actually get something. We're actually gonna get something done. Let's do sliding windows today, okay? Let's do sliding windows. Okay? We're gonna get something done right now. Okay, so the main idea is to use the results of the previous window to do computations for the next window. This technique is commonly used in algorithms like finding subarrays with a specific sum, finding the longest substring with unique characters. Okay, so array is 100, 200, 300, 400. K is 2. So 2 that has having size exactly K. So we would do 100, 200. That doesn't work. So we would shift 200, 300. Does not work. So we would shift 3 and we would find the max. So 100, 200, find the max. 200, 300, find the max. So instead of 300, it would be 500. 300, 400, 500 compared to 700. So 1, so K is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that is oh, okay, okay, okay. I think I get it. Okay, I think I get it. So I have fruit in baskets. Okay, so I have fruit in baskets. Oh yeah, that's right. I had 2 arrays yesterday. So I have fruit in baskets, and the sub array we would be looking at is 0, 0, then 0, 1. And then the next time we do this, because 2 does not match 0, 1, we would do 1, 2. Or, sorry, we would see 0, 1, 2. Oh my gosh. We would see 0, 1, 2. But because 0 is not matching 2, now we have 1, 2. And then we have 1, 2, 2. Is that correct? If Betsimp... Yes. Yes, please, time. Okay. What do I do in my daily life? I am a full-time mom who is trying to break into tech. So I am a self-taught software engineer, and I hope to become a professional software engineer soon. But yeah, so I'm self-taught. I'm just trying to get better at problem solving and understanding algorithms and building projects and all that good stuff. But yeah, so that is my background. Thanks for the reminder sending. Also, how are you in Pocket Watch? Time? How is Pocket Watch? Okay, so I think I kind of understand the sliding window. The thing is, so I have a right pointer. So basically, my right pointer is moving until as long as, okay, so right pointer, keeps going as long as less than length of array -1. Thanks for the focus, Nintendo. I appreciate it. Oh, awesome. Are you working, Jimmy, are you working in the industry right now? So are you professionally working, or are you also trying to break into tech? And if you are working, how... I don't want to ask how long you've been working, but I'm also curious, like, was it before the tech bubble burst, or has it been a more like further back? And then also, if you are working professionally, if you have any advice for those aspiring to break into tech. Oh, okay. Wait, startups as in plural? Ah. Oh, the stream has been derailed since we started 45 minutes ago. So no worries about derailing, because I'm doing a wonderful job derailing myself. Okay, so another question. Do they know about each other? You don't have to answer that if you don't want to. Never on rails. Oh crap. I swear I keep hearing Phantom crying. Phantom crying. Okay, Nintendo. Let's focus. Okay. Ready. Okay. Be right back, guys. Okay, so value of this current window equals window sum. Okay, so I guess the question is, how do I keep track of the first max sum? Okay, I'm gonna look at BetSimp's solution really quick because they used so they use okay, so are in range of fruits. We're gonna draw this out. Okay, also people keep I don't know. How is that? Okay, well, there we go. Oh. Okay, so this is Excalifont. This isn't Comic Sans, it's Excalifont. Anyways, I'm distracted, can you tell? Okay, so let's see. Okay, so they use a default dictionary. So let me write this out, see if I can't explain this. So n will equal 4. Okay. L equals 0. Res equals 0. We're gonna figure out what that is. And then we have a window equals dictionary. Okay, so for r in range of n, so r equals 0, we have the dictionary, which will now have 0 plus equals 1. So our dictionary over here is 0, 1. Okay. So while the length of the window is greater than 2, okay, so that's not going on because length of the window. You can find length for dictionary? Wait, you can find length for dictionary? Okay, that's... Interesting. Wait, I knew this. Hold on, I knew this. Okay, never mind. I knew this. Okay. So... Legendina, thanks so much for the follow. See. Okay. How is everyone today? I'm tired, but yeah, how is everyone? Hi, Chili. Okay. My stream is not happy right now. Okay. Oh, apparently my dark mode extension shuts my preview dashboard for Twitch off. So it's actually the key value pairs. No. So finding the length of window actually gives you the key value pairs. So that's why I was confused, because I was like, that's not how you call the keys. So how come you can find the length? But it's because you're calling the key value pairs. Yeah, so duh. I knew that. I knew that too. Okay, so Windows 1 okay, so Windows 0. So window length, so that does not go. Okay, resolution, res equals resolution. So it's so res equals 0, or it is 0 minus 0 plus 1. Interesting. That is a very... I don't think I would get that. These kinds of easy utils are helpful in LeetCodes. Okay, so I know default dictionary. I don't know learning how to get neighbors in a graph. I see. Okay, so that would be 1. Resolution equals 1. Okay, so then next one, R equals 1. Okay. So window 1 plus equals 1. So this will now become 1, 0. Okay. Okay, so while length of the window is greater than 2, so that's not the case. So we're gonna do res equals R, which is 1 minus 0, which is 1 plus 1. So that's 2. Okay, so R is now 2. Windows 2 plus equals 1. So over here we would have 2. I don't know why I wrote 1 there, 0 there. Okay, so this is where we should see the while. Okay, so while length window 1 is greater than 2, window fruits L. Oh, okay. Window fruits L minus equals 1. Wait, why wouldn't we delete it if... Okay, hold on. So let's say this is 0, right? Oops. If that's 0, why wouldn't we delete? And then so that would be 2. right? So if window fruits left -1, if windows fruit 1 equals 0, delete window fruits L. 1 left plus -1. Okay, so left equals 1 now. English, please. Like the Indian guy. So they do not know about each other. Amazon did to be very. You just decrement the count of. Oh, okay. Hold on. I have a snippet I like to reuse for neighbors to do it in a couple of lines. I don't even know what neighbors in a graph is. So even if you gave me a snippet, I will be completely honest, I probably would not even understand what I was looking at this moment in time. So I appreciate it, and you're more than welcome to share it in chat. However, yeah, I can't guarantee I will understand it. Okay. I see. No, I get that. I get that now. Okay. Okay. No, that makes sense. That makes sense. Okay. Yeah. No. Okay, I get it. Because if it's like this, then we have this still added in, and we have to subtract 1. Equals R minus L plus 1. Although I guess I'm a little confused about the R minus L 3. How do you know? Okay, we're gonna start this over really quick. And we're gonna do... Or I guess we only have to add this. Okay, our resolution is... So this is 2. I need to see this. But then... Oh my goodness. Hold on. Xmetrics, why didn't you say anything? You were first, right? Hold on. Yeah, why didn't you say anything? I put love first, not you. Yeah, so I understood the +1. I think I'm getting confused for R. Oh my god, no, R is range, not... But then, okay, hold on. There's a limit of 3 redeems for last. So once you redeem 3 times, you can't redeem it anymore during the stream. Yeah. I was thinking it was the fruit number. Because 0, 1, 2, 0, 1, 2. So I got confused. Okay. R. Okay. We're good. We're good. Oops. Yeah. Okay. So 0. Equals 5. Yeah. Okay, no, I got it now. I was like, wait a second. I'm just basing this off of Bet's chat right now. Or not chat, oh my gosh. Bet's oh my gosh. I know how to talk. I know how to talk, guys. No, I don't. Apparently I don't. I'm just basing it off of Bet's solution right now. Okay. So that I can kind of, yes, words are hard, especially when I actually really wanted to sleep tonight. I was like, you know, maybe I shouldn't stream, but then I was like, I literally said last night I was going to stream tonight and not Thursday. So, but I've been up since 5 a.m. It's 10 p.m. So I've been up since 5 a.m. Fun times, fun times. Can't stop the grind. Nope. Okay. So Windows 1 plus equals 1. So now res equals res equals 2, and that is, or oh my gosh, hold on, I think I have the res wrong. What is res? Res equals, what is res though? Res is 0. Where am I seeing res? Okay, res equals max resolution. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay, so that's 0, 0 plus 1. Okay, so then that's res is 1. Okay, got it. Okay, so is 1 minus 0 plus 1. That's 2. Okay, now this is 2 minus 0 plus 3. So that's 3. Okay. Okay. We're back on track, guys. We're back on track. Okay, range equals 3 window 2 plus equals 1. Okay, so 2. So now while length is greater than 2, window fruits L minus 1. So that becomes 1. Okay. So if window fruits L equals 0, delete window. Okay. L equals 1. Yes. Hi, Turing. Thanks, Asteriously. My context just got super. Okay, 0, 0 plus 1. Oh. As 10 onion and Windows D10 than solve. I think it depends on the company. So I know, like, from the people I've spoken to at Amazon and also some of my friends who had Amazon interviews, they don't necessarily give you a starting point. They literally just are like, here you go, write a linked list. Now the dictionary, oh my gosh, wait, common sense wise, LeetCode. Okay, never mind. Okay, anyways, I I think it's hard to say because I have some friends who are higher up who don't like the LeetCode interview type problems. But then at the same time, how is somebody supposed to prove that they know how to problem solve? I do have on good authority, though, for Amazon, they don't necessarily look at your solution. They, again, this is from the people that I know that give interviews. Every interviewer is different. However, the people I know that give interviews have reiterated that it's not necessarily about the final code, but it's that you can talk through and explain and problem solve. Yeah, sending. I know. I just realized that. Yeah. Yeah, Crayon. I realize that now because yeah. Lore, Sarah, be able to talk through a problem at progressively deeper levels of detail and discuss what could go wrong. Yeah. I don't think we... But Mazen, I don't think it's necessarily, again, like reversing a linked list and getting the final solution, but more if you're trying to fix the bugs in the production, you would need to write the code and then, again, not necessarily solving the linked list problem, but fixing the bugs in your own code is what I'm seeing, or is what I'm understanding, again, from people that have given me mock interviews and things like that. Oh, thanks so much for the follow, Chico. Is it double link list? No way. I don't understand that question. Hi, mind control. And as be able to... I mean, I talked to one of the senior engineers, and I mentioned actually two senior engineers have actually said to me recently, like within the last month, when I was talking to them about like data structures and things like that, they were both like, I don't know how to do a linked list. So it's like, but they could still walk through and figure it out. Yeah. And I get that. And I get that they're not real world problems, but I think, again... Yeah, but I think, again, it's just being able to talk through the problem and, yeah, solve and figure it out and, you know, I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying right now, guys. Yeah, I don't know what I'm saying. Okay. Okay, guys. Okay. I'm still like... all it is literally a gatekeeping tactic. Hi, Pure Sizzle. What? Wait. Yeah. Wait. I think I'm confused what you guys what's gatekeeping? Why is LeetCode gatekeeping? And I feel like I'm using LeetCode right now to really practice what Turing has talked to me about with solving things and doing whiteboard, walking through things with the whiteboard and spending less time coding and blindly printing statements versus actually understanding the logic behind the stuff. Turing sounds like a gatekeeper. Okay, wait. Love. So you had it out for Croden. Now do you have it out for Turing? Okay, I understand what gatekeep means, Crayon, but I'm confused as to how LeetCode is a gatekeeping tactic. That was actually, Mason, that was actually with the hiring manager. What? Ah, dang it, my baby's awake. What the manager actually asked me about on in my Pinterest interview. Okay, wait. Oh, never mind. Just kidding, I'm back. She actually laid back down by herself. I don't think Turing has gotten first more than... Has Turing gotten... Have you gotten first before? I know you've gotten last a whole bunch. I was actually surprised you didn't get last night. But have you gotten first before, Turing? I don't think you've ever gotten first. It's the recruiters want people to know. Is a form of gatekeeping. It limits access to a part. It is usually about manipulating. Well, I feel like, okay. So, hi S Sharma. Yes, Mason. So many times that's happened to me. So many times. Okay, so Mason, I have a question for you. So what about if you were to ask an interviewee about a project that they did? What if they used ChatGPT or AI and they made up some sort of issue that they had with it? How do you verify that they were actually telling the truth that they coded it? You have me through a while loop. I was. Okay. L+1. Okay. Windows 2 plus equals 1. So we subtracted that. Okay, L+1. So we are on range 4 right now. Right? Range equals 4. And then window 2 plus equals... Oh, wait. Oh, wait. No, I'm not on range... Sorry. I'm not on range 4. So distracted. So then we would move this up. Windows... Okay, got it. So the left pointer is now pointing to the number 1 is 0, and then we subtract that. Okay, so now L will equal 2. So L equals 2 after doing that twice. Okay, and then res equals 3 minus 1 plus 2. That's... Sorry, 3 minus 2, 1 plus 2. So that's 2. So that would be 3 is still the max. Okay, so range equals 4. Window fruits are is 2 plus equals 1. Plus equals 1. Okay, so length is less than 2. So we skip that. And then res equals 4 minus 2 plus 1. So that's 3. Okay. Got it. Okay, okay. Understood, understood. Correct. If they use their eye movement, they'll search rational. But they could also practice. You know, if somebody's going to try and pass ChatGPT projects off as their own, they have an interview, there's a good chance that they will rehearse. And also I rehearsed. Like for me, when I was going through my project, I rehearsed. Nice thing about this solution. Yes, I can see that. I can see that. Just remember what main ideas. Okay, do you have another sliding window problem that you would recommend? Otherwise, I can just search it. Okay, hold on. What's the runtime and space complexity of the processes of your project? I wouldn't know that for any of my projects that I wrote. Oh, I know that people can cheat in the LeetCode type interviews, but I feel like it's a lot harder to cheat on the spot if you're doing it live with someone. You know, but like if you're just but it's easier to put together a project written by ChatGPT. Like if you had to present a project as opposed to coding on the spot, you know? So I think there's merits in both of them, because if somebody wrote a project and then they just rehearse the cheating, don't be a coward. Am I in college? No, I am trying to become a self-taught software engineer professionally. Let's do this one first. There's loads, but let's do this one first. But I figured this one out without having to do loop. I only did one loop. Well, this one, sorry guys. Well, this one still has 2 loops. And I know it's very long, but I know that I can get rid of one of these. And then I think I can get rid of one of these. Are their runtimes the same? Because wouldn't this be O of n squared? I want to get back to my plant game, and I also need to finish my CI/CD project too. They're both ON. I thought with 2... Oh, well, I thought with 2 nested loops. A size 2 hash table. I did a hash table? Wait. I did a hash table? Okay. Exact. I am from Earth. Hi, Oppo. Hi, Spidey. Yes, with only 2 values. Okay. So, did you see Chili's solution earlier? So Chili did this solution earlier. Or not did this solution earlier. So he shared this with me. So it's very similar to what mine. So his is very similar to mine too. Frequency map with 2 values. Okay. Okay, so I think I'm going to... Okay, because I've seen this answer now, I kind of want to... I know, like, with... I'm gonna end up just rewriting this and submitting it, but it's like... I think what I'm gonna do... But my runtime was really good. My runtime was really good though. How much going around with AI have I? It was! I was very proud that I was faster than the big hump of solutions. I've asked AI for some general help, but I don't ask AI to write like full-on projects for me because I'm trying to learn. So I feel like if AI just writes the projects for me, I'm not the type of learner that just looking at something, I learn it. I need to do it, and I need to make mistakes, and I need to understand this. Okay. Yeah, so let me yeah, we're not touching the daily. Okay, somebody asked me how many problems I've done. I actually don't know. I don't know, guys. Let's find out. Let's find out how many problems we've done. How do I even see this? How do I see how many problems I've done? Let's see. Okay, I've solved 71 problems. So I've done 24 mediums. Okay, so I've done 45 easies, 24 mediums, and 2 hards. And my acceptance rate is 61.9%. Thanks, Crayon. Yeah, so I'm honestly, the medium problems scare me. Yeah, so I kept struggling on a lot of... Okay, so I did do in April, I did do... Oh, apparently I've done a lot more mediums than I thought I did. Wait, why aren't you doing any hards then? I'm gonna do a sub-array problem actually. So I need to find a sub-array problem. Oh, dang it. Oh my gosh, it's 10:18 already. Okay. Okay, so sub-array. Because hard problems are hard. I don't want to be smart, I want to feel smart. Oh my goodness. Oh, also, Spidey, thanks so much for the sub, and Dragon Max, thank you so much for subbing on YouTube. I appreciate it so much. So thank you, thank you. I did do the Classic 2 sub. I actually made a video about the Classic 2 sub. Okay. Thanks for the reminder time. But Crayon, can't you do LeetCode in other? Oh, what? Today's problem is a sub-array. Oh, window. Hold on. Sliding window. That's what I want to... Today's problem is a sliding window problem. Why are they all medium and... Oh my gosh. Wait a second. Why are they all medium and hards? Okay. How many of you want to... Sliding window. Want to see me attempt the hard? If I... No, I'm not trying to show you guys anything right now. I mean, I can go back. You guys can see this if you want. But why are they all... Okay, so there's some easy ones. Finding the number of winning players. 36.1%? What? For an easy? That doesn't seem right. Oh no! Did you ever go back? Did you ever go back and solve it, Mason? And thanks so much for the follow Inside Fire Twitch. I appreciate it. Which one? The determine the winner of a bowling game? I'm scared. I'm scared. 30 questions. Okay. Okay, guys. Okay. Okay. Let's pin this. I have no idea. I haven't looked at the problem yet. Oh my gosh. Fred. I solved it after. It was so traumatic. I now share the same learning Java. So my friend actually told me that he started learning programming in college, and then Okay, hold on. Hold on. Why is this not... Okay, there we go. And then started to hold on. Okay. And then started, or my friend started programming in college, took a couple of classes, and he got so frustrated because of the missing semicolon. Yeah. So yeah, that he quit computer science from there. Okay. I'm not... I know strike is 20 points, and then a spare is 15 points. Okay. Welcome in, random. Okay. Okay. I think that is good. That is good. Okay. 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 So, you're given a two zero indexed integer arrays, player 1 and player 2 representing the number of pins player 1 and player 2 hit in a bowling game respectively. The bowling game consists of n turns, and the number of pins in each turn is exactly 10. Assume a player hits xi pins in the ith term. The value of the ith turn, I don't know how to pronounce that properly. Is gonna be the gotcha. For the player is 2xi if the player hits 10 pins in either I minus 1 or I minus 2 turn. Okay. The score of the player is the sum of the values of their n turns. 2 if the score of player 2 is more than... Okay. 0 in case it was draw. Okay, so n is 4. Hold on, let me see something. N can be... You can have 1,000 turns. Awesome. Awesome. Okay. The low score... Okay, so score of the player is 3,576. Ten, 2 times. Okay, so a strike does not get double. It's the next... Okay. Okay. Not helpful right now, Xmetrics. Not helpful. Okay. I learned Java first and data structures and algorithms because it doesn't make much sense. Then learned Python. I don't have to declare types. I can do whatever I want. Tired. I am not a software engineer. I am going the self-taught route. I am currently applying to jobs. interviewed once with and made it. Okay, again, guys, I have to remind myself, I made it to the final round. Okay, I made it to the final round and then I got rejected. So that for my very first interview, I think that was pretty good, even though I still struggle with why. But overall, yeah, I think I should be proud of myself. It's because it's math wording. Okay. So 10, 10, 10. So 10, 2 times. Okay, wait. Why? Okay, hold on. So I minus, okay, hold on. What is I again? In the I turn. In either I minus 1. So I is the index. So I is the index. Okay. I is the index. And then so the 2 following the 10 will, okay, so the 2 following the 10 will get multiplied by 2. So the 2 following the 10 will get multiplied by 2. Unless it's the last item. Okay. Okay. Got it, I think. Xmetrics, you can create the thread yourself too. Python. Hello, Collins. Oh, I have a Twitch community member, also from South Africa. How long since I started? So technically it's been 3 years since I've started. However, it's also been kind of on and off because I started learning the same time I got pregnant. So, well, I started learning and then I got pregnant. So you can imagine it's been up and down. But now that things are kind of situated, I've resumed and I'm focused now. I can understand probably how you know what to name class and functions for LeetCode. Content beyond infinity. I am really bad at naming variables and functions. They're either too long, too descriptive, not too descriptive, but like, yeah, they get a little questionable sometimes. Can't use vector? What do you mean vector? Yeah. Too much work. Okay, got it. So it's kind of similar to the not Pythagorean theorem. Oh my gosh. Fibonacci. Hi, Just. If you hop in my Twitch, it's horizontal view. I will be working on getting both horizontal this weekend. But for now, I am unable to stream both horizontally with the program I'm using. So I might switch to OBS. What's your least favorite language and why JavaScript? Yeah, so I'm on Twitch with landscape. Yeah, landscape, and then portrait is YouTube right now. Sorry, I know. So I know you guys can only see part of the screen on YouTube. I will work on it. I will make it better for you guys. Oh, Xmetrics just likes to be a troublemaker. Please bear him no mind. Please don't chase away new community members, Xmetrics. Be nice, play nice. Okay, let's do this. So that canvas. Okay, so I have player 1 and player 2. So I would want to look at so I feel like we would want to do a sliding window. You know what? I'm gonna do this instead of typing. So I feel like we would want to look at 5. Oh my gosh, why is it so? Just code like those. Okay. Ah, thanks so much for the reminder sending. I don't think I'm gonna be able to figure this out tonight, guys. I don't think I'm gonna figure this out tonight. Okay. I'm gonna give myself 30 minutes to problem solve through this. Okay, so we're going to actually, oops, hold on. We don't need all these windows. Let me see. Smallest sample we can do. Okay. Smallest sample we can do. And then let's look at the constraints. So n can be 1,000 turns long. And then we know that player 1 length and player 2 length are the same. And then it has to be, okay, those constraints. Let's look at the hints. Think about simulating the process to calculate the answer. Okay, well, I was already going to do that. Iterate over each element and check the previous 2 elements. Okay. So we're going to do... We're also going to think about, we have score X will go to how did they write it? How did they write it? I want the player hits 10 pins. Okay, so plus 10. Then we're going to do what the problem says. I know. What? That's not very helpful. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. What's going on in my chat on YouTube? I hate Java. 10 lines and lots of memory for a Hello World program. Boring, the code is Rust. Oh, thanks so much for the follow, Little Prince Pichu. I appreciate it. I am actually solving it right now. Oh, awesome, awesome. These are just arrays. Anytime you can add a score function. Also, thank you, Muhil, for the sub on YouTube, and Asta as well for the sub on YouTube. I appreciate it. Hi, Dot Wine. How are you? Okay. So that will mean score I plus 1 times 2 comma score I plus 2 times 2, but they didn't write it like that. They wrote it if score I minus 1 equals 10. Okay, so let's have... I feel like... Okay, let's draw this now. Nice. So, why does my YouTube chat keep like getting hidden? Or it just reduced. It's 1 a.m. in New York. Good night, Mason. Thanks for hanging out. Oh, thanks. I appreciate it. I just hope that I can do so professionally. I appreciate it. And I do think I do view myself as a software engineer, but a baby software engineer. So hopefully soon I will be able to consider myself a junior software engineer. Make it work, optimize later. Okay. Okay, guys. Okay, so... Oh, I thugged my plant not too long ago. That's not gonna work. Okay, so... I don't know what I'm doing, guys. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. Senior coffee discount. I'm not too far off that anyways. Okay. Oh man. Guys, I feel old. Okay, so we have 2 and 3. So we're going to do sliding window, I guess. So we would do 2, 3. Okay, so my thought is basically, let's say we have 10, and I don't even need to worry about player 1, player 2. I just need to get 1 sliding window to work, and then 1, 2. So we look at this first problem, if it's a 10, okay, so if it's a 10, we will multiply by 2 for this one and this one. Okay, and then we're going to move on to this window. And then right? Okay, so conceptually, I understand what it needs to do. Now let's start figuring out how it would work. I'm going to have this over here. Okay. Get promoted a couple times. Okay, so I don't know, guys. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing, guys. Okay. Can you guys see on YouTube? Okay, you guys can at least see what I'm doing right now. So I'm going to have a window of 5, 10, 3. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna check if the first one is I'm going to check if the first one is 10. It is not. So we're gonna do the sum will equal 5, right? Hey, Crayon, that was me with the fruit baskets. You guys were saying how there were too many if statements. And I beat 90%. I beat like the most, like the big hump of people. Okay, I see that now, but I know I can get rid of 2 variables. So I'll clean it up. I will clean it up, but I want to do it when I don't have both Bets and Chili's solutions like right in the front of my mind to see if I can clean it up myself without, yeah, if that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense. Does that make sense? Okay, sum will be 5, right? So then we move on to the next window, which is 10, 3, 2. So the first index is and I think, okay, I don't know if this is gonna work. Okay, I don't know if it's gonna work, but we're gonna have a variable called double. Okay, double, and that will equal 0. So if it is doubled, then we will again double it. So 2. So left pointer will equal 0 and right will equal 2, right? Because it's length of the window. I know it's a magic number. I don't know how I'm gonna explain why I chose 2, but for now we're gonna go with it. Okay, so now we have I'm gonna do double equals 0. I can use my the false positive in for help this time. But anyways, but we're not going to. So then we're going to say sum equals 15, right? And then we're going to say, okay, this is 10. So we're gonna double will equal 2. Again, don't know how I'm gonna explain it, but right now that's what we're doing. Okay, and then we're going to then go. Hi VK, welcome in. Left equals, or sorry, left and right are up here. Why are people setting off fireworks right now? Why? Why? Left equals 1, right equals 2. Okay. So left equals 2, right. Oh, thanks so much for the follow, Imran Shai. I apologize for butchering your name, but I appreciate the follow. Thank you, thank you. What technique we are using 2 pointers? I'm using the sliding window technique. Or attempting to. Attempting to. Turing, am I implementing it correctly? Thanks. I'm Ran. Okay. So then we're going to check. We're gonna go to 3, 2. Okay. Sum will now equal 15 plus 3 times 2. Okay, but is it at least using a window? Is it at least using a window? I figure using a window and moving it at least is gonna teach me something, and then I can try and do the larger window, maybe? I don't know, maybe? Okay. Okay, guys. So that would equal 21, right? Okay, so then double equals 1. Left is 2 equals, sorry, 3. Data structures and algorithms. So a lot of people use LeetCode. I honestly can't say what the... I'm more of a trial and error type of learner. So I built a lot of projects to learn data structures, like just the not simple, but like lists, dictionaries, matrices, or what is it called? It's not called a matrix in coding, is it? It's a... What is it called? Matrix, okay. Yeah, I saw your message. I'll respond after stream. Multi-dimensional array, that's it. Multi-dimensional array. Yeah, so I actually used Minesweeper. That was the first or second game I built. Hi, Euler. That was the first or second game I built in Python terminal. And that was fun figuring out a multi-dimensional array. Yep. Oh no, Tic-Tac-Toe. Tic-Tac-Toe was one of the first games, and then from Tic-Tac-Toe it became Minesweeper. So that was, and this is like when I was a brand new programmer and I did not follow any tutorials or anything like that. Like literally I sat down and I figured out how to do it just by coding. So I'm not necessarily the best person to ask where to learn data structures and algorithms because, yeah. I kind of throw myself into it, but LeetCode is supposedly really good for that, according to 90% of the internet. But then if you talk to 10%, they say, eh. So I don't know. I don't know. Mongo database, download all of your text, learn other extract. So Mongo is different. LeetCode is great. Mongo is non-SQL. No SQL. Interesting. Okay. Okay. Good to know. Good to know. Learning something new. Learning something new. Okay. Okay, got it. Okay. Oh, thanks so much for the sub on YouTube, Carlos. I appreciate it so much. Thank you so much. Makes it easy to learn to structure your data because there's no structure. You get very slow results. If you want to be as... I have been. I've been working on learning continuous integration and continuous deployment. Thank you, Sending. Thank you. So there's that, but I have a code assessment coming up soon. Like, I've heard back from a company. I was told that I have a code assessment. So I'm just trying to... I'm trying to keep my mind in the problem solving mindset for this week, 2 weeks. Okay, whenever Turing says you remind me of one of my friends slash mods, Eccentricate. Because whenever Eccentricate says usually that means that there's something that I said that is not quite technically correct or is just completely wrong. So what did I say? What did I say? Dot wine. I don't know you well enough yet to know what your means, but I know Turing well enough in my stream to know what his means. So what did I say so I can correct myself and I can learn? I didn't say that I wouldn't get to know you. I'm just saying I don't know you well enough yet. Oh, okay. Hold on, wait. Did I say that? Okay, okay, okay. Okay, okay. So I don't think... So it's a 2-hour code assessment. So I know for the LinkedIn Reach one, which I'm 99% certain that my essay did not get read. Because I was looking at my traffic for my GitHubs and I realized that there were only one unique visitor. And then there was no clones. So all the people on LinkedIn were saying that theirs were getting clones. So I don't think my essay got read. So I'm like 99% certain I'm not moving forward with LinkedIn. But LinkedIn was a take home, or is going to be a take home. Okay, right is 4. Oh no, can't. Yes. No, right has to stay at 3. So how do I make sure right does not go past 3? Oh, I guess it's if I would write that in if, yeah. Okay, so 2 and then sum equals 21 plus 2 times 2, which equals 25. And then because we're at the end of it, we don't even need to worry about double. But we're still gonna update it. Double equals 1 or 0 left. And then we would return sum. Okay, can you explain the difference with bottom-up fundamentals versus top-down? Like, what does that mean exactly? Dot wine. I had some great mentorship from Turing. we had a couple of sessions where we worked through pseudocode, and yeah, you should have seen my fruit baskets. Actually, I think you did see my fruit baskets wall of text. There was 3 different solutions written in that wall of text. Top down, looking at the view of the project goals and writing pseudo down. So then what's bottom up? Okay, so it sounds like I'm top down approach and oh, okay, no. So then okay, so that's what Turing had. Okay, that's what Turing had taught me last week. Basically, use the tools I have and then pseudo code up. Okay, or bottom up. Yeah, okay. Okay, guys. It's gonna be one of those mornings. No! Wait, salt? Hold on, you put salt in your coffee, like sea salt? Do you put cream in it too then? Sometimes the best way to learn is to fail. If someone tells you that a burner, you assume it's hot until you touch it. Okay, well, I'm okay at failing at some things, but maybe not giving myself a bodily injury. Interesting. Okay, so I've heard of sea salt in cream, like sea salt foam with coffee, but I've never heard of sea salt with just black coffee. Ah, interesting. Interesting. Okay, good to know. I learned something new. Okay. I actually really like the salted cream teas. So like unsweetened tea and the salted cream is actually sweetened, and then they like put a little bit of sea salt on it, and yeah, that's really good. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, so we're going to start writing this out. So we want to have 4 variables. Double left pointer, right pointer, and sum. We would loop loop through while left is greater than, or sorry, is less than length of array, right? We would actually want to do 2 though. Huh. So this is gonna have a lot of variables again. Huh. Double 1 double 2. Is it okay? So is it more efficient to do? Bye, sending. Have a good night. Thanks for hanging out. Faux savant. Welcome in. Do I do this every day? I don't. But I was saying earlier, I have a coding assessment coming up. Supposedly, I'm waiting for the email. I just heard from the hiring manager 2 days ago? Monday. Yeah, Monday. So I just heard from the hiring manager on Monday. So I'm waiting for the assessment to come in. And basically, I'm just trying to keep my brain in problem-solving mode right now, and then from there I am going to be doing some projects after the assessment, whether or not I pass. So no, I don't do this every day. However, I have been doing it more this past week and a half, 2 weeks. Hi Tomiwa, welcome in. Thanks for stopping by. How are you? How are you tonight? Okay. Loop through. I do, but I don't remember what it is. First in, first out. There's a balance between... I think I was stuck in the F around and find out phase. Okay. So... it looks like pre-roll ads are off for an hour. Okay, so loop through left is... While left is less than length of array. I'm using Python. Someone got hacked? Okay, so loop while left is less than length of the array. Okay, so sum equals... Okay, that's not gonna work. Okay, let me figure this out. So they gave me a hint where I have I minus 1 and I minus 2. So I'm trying to do a I plus 1, I plus 2 right now. Okay, you know what? Will this work? I mean, I think it could work. Thinking about sliding... I searched for sliding windows and that's what it gave me. Oh my gosh. Why is it under sliding windows then? Why is it under sliding windows then? I might just call it a night though, guys, and just work on this tomorrow. I'm tired and yeah, I think... Okay. Let me see. Okay, then I'm gonna delete this. And... Okay, so I'm gonna delete this. Let's write this out really quickly. so basically we have 5. Okay, so we go through for F in, okay, so for score in scores, okay. For score in scores, okay, so for loop through scores, array. Okay, so loop through each score in scores array, and then we're going to write a new function because we're going to return the sum, and we're basically going to find the max. Okay, that much I already know. The end goal is return max of sum of player 1 and sum of player 2. So I already got that much. Okay, so we're going to loop through each score in the score arrays. And Fosavant, I really appreciate that you keep trying to tell me how to solve it, but I'm trying to work through this myself, and I'm gonna just yeah, I do appreciate that you are trying to help me, but yeah, it's not helpful to just be told the answers and then not actually understand and work through it. Okay, so loop through each score in the scores array. Check. So check if if index -2 greater than 0, right? Okay, so now I'm just remembering. Savant basically was like, "Oh, I equals 1, else." Like, sorry guys, I'm frustrated now. It's like, I know basically the layout of the answer now, and I'm kind of frustrated because now I'm just like, I'm not gonna remember this. Okay, it's fine, I'm gonna just do this even though it's less efficient. It's fine. Check if I is greater than 2. No, it has to be I equals 0. And well, no, it's not that. It's like literally somebody kept posting the answers in chat and I kept seeing it, and like now I'm just seeing the answer and I want to type it, but then it's at the same time it's kind of like, well, if I'm just typing it from memory, it's not really where I'm gonna understand it, like, yeah. So basically check if I equals 1. If so, check I minus 1. Check I minus 2. Else check I minus 2. Like, okay, it's fine. It's fine. Okay, so like, I know earlier, guys, I was looking at Chili and Beth's answers, but that was because I had already solved it, and I was trying to see, one, understand the sliding windows with a problem that I already solved, plus Chili had said that I had approached it similarly to how he had approached it, yet his was so much more concise. So it was just kind of like, okay, I looked at their answers so that I could compare my code to it. But right now I'm just like, okay, it's fine. It's fine. What is TDD? Okay, so we're going to want to with index enumerate. Okay, so check if index is greater than, right? Okay, so if this 2, we check 1, or okay, check if index is greater than 2. Okay. If, oh, I guess this would also be tab. So if so, check if array I minus 1 or array I minus 2 equals 10. I should just write a bot that basically deletes code. If I give this 2, I should get 5. Okay. Okay, so if check hi inside, welcome in, welcome in. Who just copied the contents? The person's text that I deleted? I just saw code and I didn't want to even read it at that point, so I just deleted it. So I'm in a mood, okay? I'm in a mood. So I apologize if you weren't giving me the answer, but I looked at it briefly, I saw code, and I just was like, I don't want to read the answer. So okay, so Hi, Sputnik. I'm not gonna delete that. I recognize your name and I know that you're not gonna just type out the function. I appreciate that. I should make that a shirt. I should make that a shirt, guys. Or a sticker. Okay. So check array number, so score, so add score, or add score times 2 to sum else just add to sum if index is 1, I could, but that's another project that I would have to add onto my growing list of projects, guys. I don't think I have it in me to do that many projects. Unless I became a full-time streamer. I think, isn't Chris a full-time streamer? I feel like he is, because I feel like he's always on. But I don't know if he's like just coding or streaming his work projects too. That's the thing. Maybe I should just become a full-time streamer. Okay, if index is 1. Hi, Too Woke. How are you? Check if... I don't know if... I don't need... Okay. Check if array I minus 1 equals 10. Add score times 2. Hi, Chili. Probably both. Yeah, but it kind of stinks too, though, because like sometimes I will ask like for not specific, or like, you know, was it? I think it was you yesterday, Crayon, that was like, you know, your if fruit basket or baskets or previous fruit, if previous fruit was not valid, like I feel like, hey, Sending, I thought you went to sleep. I do have a YouTube channel. I am currently streaming on YouTube as well. My baby's about to roll off. Okay, anyways, add score. Else add to sum. So I could do this where if index is 0, sum equals score, right? Okay, so shift. Okay, so we're gonna define find score self scores list it. Okay, so we're basically going to return max of oh no, crud. Okay, so just kidding. We need to return either 1 or 2. Okay, just kidding. Okay. If chat message and didn't ask to delete message. Side quest. Thinking doesn't have to be slow, but thinking isn't needed. Oh, yay! You watered your plant. I'm glad that you were able to catch it. Okay, I'm going to check if else or etc. Okay, so we're going to loop through for oh, so just kidding. Okay, so we would have player 1 score equals, okay, so yeah, player 1 score equals self dot find score player 1 player 2 score equals self dot find score player 2. If player 1 score is greater than player 2 score, return 1. Elif turn 2 else turn 0. Okay, so we got that written out because why? Index score in enumerate scores. Okay. If index, actually no. If index greater than 2, if scores, that's not gonna work. Index scores index minus 1. Shit. Okay. I'll be right back. That was rough. That was rough, God. I did that. Backward. Thanks so much for the follow, Magoto. Cameras for voice. Okay. Okay, guys. Let me finish this quickly, and my baby monitor will not turn back on. I'm worried she's gonna wake up screaming again. Okay. Okay, guys. Okay. I heard a thump, then you look like I got hurt? What? Me? Huh? What? What? Okay. Okay. Check if... We're gonna have sum equals 0. I mean, technically, we don't need this. We would have scores 0. So technically, we don't need that. Okay. Oh my gosh. I can't type. Sum plus equals score times 2. I don't think... Okay. Else sum plus equals score. So if index equals 1, so I can remove these. Okay, and then if equals 10, sum plus equals, whoops, okay. Okay, so elif else and then I don't need to do this. I can just have that 0. And then we're going to return sum. Right? And then colon. Colon. Oh my gosh. What? Oh my gosh. Scores. Scores. What the heck? Scores I minus. Oh my gosh. Guys, I'm tired. Can you tell? I'm tired. Okay, wrong answer. Output 2. So why? Oh my gosh. What am I doing? What am I doing? No, I need... Duh. I do need that. I do need that. Equals scores 0. Okay. Why? Why did that one not work? Why did that one not work? 72? 55? Oh! Wait. Huh? $72 and $75. So why is this one not 0? Okay, so let's write this out. Which index am I considering? That's a good question. Well, it should be the index of the scores. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? Okay, so 1 is 0, 1, 1, 2, 10. Index is 1. Two. Okay, so my indexes are right, but let's see. Oh, no, actually. Yes. Okay, so 1, 2. Oh, why did that one not add? Hold on, why did that one not add? Excuse me. Index of 2. Oh my gosh, greater or equal to. Oh my goodness, I'm skipping a complete number. How did these work then? Oh, because there was no 10. Okay. Okay, anyways, there we go. Skipped a complete number right there. Okay, let me see if there's any additional test cases. Nine, 7. I already forgot what TDD means. I'm sorry. I blame having to go see to baby. This is a result. I expect this. Okay. Okay. I mean, I could technically do this. I could shorten it. No, it's fine. It's fine. Okay, I don't see any extra test cases. There are two cases that expect different outputs for the above combo. Test case 528 fails. The bug in the case has been fixed. Okay, so apparently the reason why it was so low was because there was a bug in the case. Awesome. Awesome. Okay, it doesn't look like there's any additional test cases. Hi, Sos Quebec. Thanks so much for the follow at ASXDCXZ. Okay, let's submit. Hey, not very fast, but you know what? That's okay. That's okay. So is this O of n squared? No, it should still just be O of n. It should just be O of n, right? Yeah, O of n. I know it's fine. I'm trying to figure out how you could actually make this faster. Okay, so this is 2660. 2660. Oh, thanks, Crayon. Remember when you were saying I had too many if-else statements in my fruit basket? Crayon. Interesting. Hey, Turing, that's C or C++? I was just teasing you because you said my fruit. I think you said my fruit one. I can't remember who said it now, but because I was getting a hard time for my fruit basket solution having a ton of if statements. So I was just teasing you. I was like, oh, Okay. Do first Hi, Metal. First indices separately and then loop through the rest. Yeah, so I was originally thinking about doing did I erase it? I might have erased it. Oh yeah, I erased it. I wonder if I can get it back. So I was originally thinking of doing some sort of Boolean. Yeah, so right here, I was thinking about doing some sort of, not Boolean, but keeping track of the doubles. But then, yeah, there was me losing my, there was me getting frustrated earlier with, seeing the answer being hold the answer. So there's a bunch of no, it's fine. It's fine. Yeah, it's fine. Okay. Anyways, I am going to go to sleep. I'm tired. I'm so tired, guys. Thanks so much for starting the thread, Crayon, and also thanks so much for following my format for the thread. Did I ever post mine? Yeah. You guys are amazing. You guys are amazing for following my format because I am OCD and I would go in and change it. Actually, don't go. I need to sleep. I've been up since 5 a.m. I've been up since 5 a.m. I've already walked through 2 problems today. Yeah, will do. Oh, thanks so much for the follow, Birkenshock. Okay, so my next stream that is to be determined for this week. For sure, Monday next week. So like I said, guys, I'm switching my schedule from Tuesday, Thursdays to Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So I'm trying to add a day. The only thing is those days are going to be early mornings for me and then late nights. But then that also means that I can hopefully, if baby bunny sleep in like an hour or 2 in the morning on Tuesday, Thursdays, because her activities don't start until an hour and a half later than her activities on Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And Monday, Wednesday, Friday, we have to actually drive further too. So I'm going to be working on getting my stream to be landscape mode in YouTube as well, so that I will not be streaming portrait mode in YouTube, and people can actually see the whole code and see what I'm doing. But yeah, so well, that's my plan this weekend to work on, and then also do a chat bot to get the chats to be together, because the two chats very, very, very tiring to bounce between. But yeah, okay, I'm not gonna raid anyone tonight. I appreciate you all. Oh yeah, do it. Just don't let it suck you in that's all you're doing. Okay, bye guys. I appreciate you so much. See you for sure next Monday, but maybe this weekend, maybe Friday. We'll see what I get done tomorrow. We'll see. Okay, bye guys. I appreciate you.